Today, we're going to discuss some conspiracies. And one of the conspiracies is how many times does it take us to do an intro? The world may never know. Okay. Welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast. My name is Young Calabaster. You know the rest of these fucks. Today, we're going to be talking. Welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast. Welcome to the Terms of. Todd, I'm getting through this. Welcome to the Terms of Engagement podcast. Today is episode 6, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about conspiracies. Or are we? We are. Todd is gonna. Todd is
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What?
Nothing.
Was that not good?
No, that was very good.
Yeah, you did great.
What did Rez do?
Rez
No,
didn't
you
do
did-
it.
Huh, I did.
No. What? He didn't do anything.
All right, guys, welcome in. You should know us by now, like Tots said last time. And as I said in this intro, that may or may not be used because I don't know what the fuck Rez did.
Rez didn't do anything. That's not a conspiracy.
Yeah, Rez definitely didn't do anything.
Okay, so now the way you said it makes me feel like someone else did things.
Maybe you did
I didn't do anything.
that you know
Some-
of.
Or
Somebody
did
did
I?
something, but Rez didn't do anything.
Terms of engagement. But yeah, so Tot is actually the leading conspiracy theorist in our group. He's the most educated. He knows flatulate is a word. He also is just the most likely to believe conspiracy theories. So I
That
just
sounded
have a
like
look.
it was an insult.
It was.
It
It
was.
definitely
Yeah,
was.
no,
No,
it
it was. It was.
It was
100% was an
not in
insult.
any way, shape, or form an insult.
And I feel like your reaction kind of like solidified his assumption about it.
No, because look, I didn't mean it as an insult. I just meant that you seem like the type of person who would look into theories of conspiracy types of theories that involve conspiracies.
Well,
Not in a
I'm just
bad
gonna
way.
assume-
Some people just
Okay.
give off conspiracy theory vibes.
All right, so
Like,
let's
you
talk
also
about
give off
siren
horror
heads.
See,
vibes.
typically that sounds like that. What I heard is Tot's our resident crazy person.
No,
So
that is in no way, shape, or form what I was saying.
I
If
don't have enough hair to
anybody's
be a
our resident crazy
crazy
person,
person, okay?
it's Rez.
Todd, like seriously,
Yeah.
you're not the crazy person. You literally have 48 minutes to disprove that theory. The conspiracy theory on yourself. Ooh. Lay some facts. Lay some facts.
How
I'm
many
just
times
saying
are we gonna
that
say,
you're probably
"Ooh"?
right. I am kind of. I do. Not that I believe conspiracies, but I can see merit to the point that people make. The points that people make.
He only knows one conspiracy theory. That's why I said point. He just looks really deep into one specific conspiracy theory. Is
No,
Mount
the,
Rushmore a front?
I've never once stated that I believe it because I don't. I don't believe in flat Earth theory, but I do see the point that flat earthers make when trying to prove their point.
They're fucking dumb.
No, so this isn't like the main one that we're going to be talking about here.
Are we even?
anything.
Do we need to dignify this? With
Well,
Okay, if this was true, okay, all right, no, I can get bashed for this,
why
but
isn't anyone?
no. If this was true, why the fuck does the moon not look like a Minecraft moon? You tell me that. Why the fuck is the moon not a square?
Technically a cube.
Whatever. No, not a cube. It's not a different shape. It's flat, Murr. It's flat.
But
it could be
the
a circle, but
The
still
theory is that
flat.
the Earth is flat, not everything.
How is it a
else.
circle but still flat? Okay, let's
Wait a second, dude. You can have a flat circle. What, dude?
It's called a pan.
That's technically not flat.
No,
There's
but like
dimension to it.
it's still
Well, okay, but technically, nothing is flat. because
everything would
everything's gotta
have
some type of
dimension. There would
dimension.
be a bottom side here. So the
Nothing.
idea of flat Earth theory, right? I'm with you on it. I don't believe I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a flat earther. Okay.
Strong start.
The idea behind flat Earth theory is rooted in creationism, meaning church, right? If you read through Genesis, God created the heavens and the earth and the firmament in between. God didn't create Saturn and all the stars and space and all of that shit. He created the heavens, the earth, and the firmament in between. And that's where flat earthers get their basis from. There is no anything else. So we have three planes of three physical things in existence, and that is the heavens, the thing that separates us, and where we are. And that's it,
Ozone.
essentially. Yeah.
But which god created it?
The spaghetti
Which-
monster.
It would
which-
be most flat earth theory people tend to be of non-denominational Christian faith.
But what I'm asking is like which god in the Bible created it?
God.
There are multiple gods in the Bible.
But God.
But which one?
I don't know. That's why I didn't go into it.
Okay.
God. It's what it says in Genesis. God created the heavens and the earth.
That's worth a fact check.
Stand by the flying spaghetti monster.
Okay, sorry. Continue your
I think it
line of
might be
question.
Viltrumites.
No, there is no Viltrumites. No, there is no line of questioning. I'm just stating that that's where the founding belief in like flat Earth theory came from. It's not just the Earth is flat because I think the Earth is flat. I just think that's how God created it because it doesn't state otherwise in the good book. You know. So there's that. But then as far as like the firmament in between and everything, there's proof. I don't remember the guy's name offhand, but there's like some dude who wanted to go on a journey. He wanted to go on an expedition to like the North Pole, right? So basically, what he did was he hired a crew of people. He took a ship and he went as far north as he could until his ship got stuck in the ice. And then they all jumped off the boat and continued to walk north. They found his journals, and they basically state that he ended up running into a wall that went as high up as he could see and as far east and west as he could see. And he decided to start walking. He walked for so long, so many days, they camped, whatever, until they were found technically by a group of German soldiers, actually. This was around the time of World War, I believe it was World War II, but a part of me wants to say it was World War One. But basically, these German soldiers were like, "Hey, you can't fucking be here," and escorted them out and got them on a ship and sent them back to the U.S. So that's
basically they ran into the wall of a glacier and called that the edge of the earth.
essentially, yeah. But I mean, like, nobody knows what they ran into. So it very well more than likely was a glacier, but like there's no proof that that's what it was. If you look it up, I believe it's the South Pole, Antarctica, maybe.
It's only one of two poles, so you got 50-50 shot.
Well, yeah, but I think it's Antarctica. What nation does Antarctica belong to? There's 7 different nations that claim Antarctica as their own land. So this belief of proof to either prove or 100% prove or 100% disprove the flat Earth theory and all these other theories. Like there's like Hitler didn't kill himself; he just disappeared to a bunker on Antarctica. All sorts of different theories, but you can't go there. You can't just go to Antarctica um, because there's different like nations, militaries there that'll be like, "Hey, you need to fucking leave." So
Because that's the one place in the world where everybody agrees sketchy shit's happening.
yep,
I thought that was the Bermuda Triangle.
I mean, not trying
That's
to
just
like
disappearances.
attribute to that whole sentiment, but to be honest, like that's why there's such a highly disputed area in this. Is because at Nick, have me and you been like, hey, we're gonna take an airplane and just see how far we can go in this airplane? No. I've been in North Carolina. Been in North Carolina for 30 years. I can't. I mean, my mind says no, but really, I don't know. We don't know what's really across the ocean because we've never been across the ocean. I mean, obviously, we would like to believe Europe's just right there, but I don't know.
Great Britain is not real.
I feel like
Big conspiracy.
the Bermuda Triangle. What's going on there?
It's just like,
Something.
it's just a
It's
lot of big
electromagnetic
big
confusion is
That's
what
why
they say
people's
goes
stuff
on, and
messes
From
up.
what though?
yeah,
Just
who knows?
out in the middle of the
Earth.
ocean.
Who knows?
Natural magnetic field could just be
Mm.
stronger in that area.
What about the portal to hell that just opened up this week?
Yeah, dude, that shit's crazy, right? The BP oil line.
Yeah. Oh, I thought
That's
you were
wild.
talking about me after I ate all them jalapenos this weekend.
No, dude, there's
About to go open up the portal to hell on a fucking Jimmy John's window.
that was off of the
Don't do it, dude.
that was off the Gulf of Mexico, right?
Didn't South
Pretty
Park?
sure.
Yeah, South Park did it too. South
I was
Park.
gonna say they predicted that like BP would open something. We're
Yep.
sorry.
Well, there's a oil line in the Gulf of Mexico,
Yep.
and that son of a bitch caught fire, and is just like on fire in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah,
So
dude.
there's
It's time to
that.
go when I wear a Speedo to the beach.
Have you ever seen the videos of fuck? It's in Russia, but they tried to basically
Russian
like
videos.
drill as far down into the earth as they could, and like the people who were working on it ended up quitting because they were going crazy because they started hearing like screaming and shit and like all sorts of stuff down in the air. Like the drill can't drill any further, but like they hear screams and all sorts of shit. It's real crazy. There's a lot of stuff that is out there that we don't know anything about.
It was actually just a group of like 5 guys that were like all doing it together. Like, let's fuck with everybody else.
Honestly, dude, Hollow Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Hollow Earth is actually entirely possible. They've never actually been able to get to like the Earth's core. So
Well, if I'm not
anything,
mistaken,
Would you
sorry.
want to though? Like, would you want to? Like, if it was possible to penetrate the Earth's core, does that seem like a smart idea?
Isn't
No.
the idea that like it's under
Like-
pressure to where you do penetrate it just fucking shoots out?
right? That would be But they-
doesn't
they
seem like
can't
a
do
smart
anything to prove
idea.
I mean,
That's a-
wouldn't
it's a
anything
theory.
melt prior to getting to what would be just this molten hot lava core?
Yeah, but they've tried to do it just for the sake of being able to prove it, because that's what science is. Everything's a hypothesis until proven. So literally, it's all theory. It's all theory because it's never been proven to be factually true, and they can't get far enough. We don't have a metal hard enough to keep digging to that point. Like nothing is to the point where it'll just melt. People can't be down there. Like we've gotten far enough for people to not be able to go, like withstand.
It's like under the ocean, the pressure and everything.
Yeah,
Not
But-
necessarily the same thing, but same principle.
yeah, exactly. But they haven't gotten to the point where it's just melting all of our tools and everything. So there's a lot of Earth that we don't know. And then, like Murr just said, bringing up the ocean, like we've only actually explored like what 30% of the world's oceans.
If that.
I hate getting in the ocean past my waist.
Yeah.
Because if you get in past your waist, that is like the depth you're at to where like a shark could fucking munch you off or something.
Yeah.
I hate getting in any body of water where I cannot see my feet. It does not happen.
So the idea that sparked actually having this conspiracy theory episode of the podcast was actually Murr's belief in Santa Claus. So he said that he could see, Santa and the reindeer.
Not like in
Flying.
fever dreams, like just once as a child.
Yeah, like he could see them flying through the sky. What are you looking up?
Me?
Yeah.
I was looking up Richard E. Byrd, the guy who claims to have flown into Hollow Earth through the South Pole or through
Gotcha.
Antarctica, because we were talking about Antarctica. But
Yeah.
sorry, I was listening to you.
No, it's cool.
Trying
I
to
was
find
just
things to supplement this discussion, but it's
Yeah.
okay. It's cool.
No.
Fuck it.
no.
Fuck
I
it.
want you to. I want you to, but I didn't want to move past the point if you were still looking up something
It's
and we're going
okay.
to bring something to that discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's cool now. Just fuck me, right?
I want you to bring argument to the table because
The
if I'm
theory
just saying
is,
these
the
things,
theory is,
then
Tater,
it's like
you want to fuck Calabaster. That's a theory.
no.
And it's
No.
not
Theory.
it's not even a conspiracy. It
Like I said earlier, if you got a penis, you got 4 inches of that thing unused inside your body.
Who said that earlier?
Rez did, but I said it on the podcast. I said it prior to recording. Rez sent it in the chat, but like I said, you got 4 inches of that unused pain inside your body.
That's a
And when I visit
conspiracy right there.
Arizona,
Somebody's
Tots
trying to
about
hold
have
back.
4 extra inches.
My conspiracy is when you're born, the doctors are fucking stapling that shit back just so they can feel more dominant than you.
But it's a universal truth in medical practice that you have to staple back the penises of brand new children.
Yes, so you
so
feel more
that you
dominant.
Feel more dominant.
No,
than
Yes.
them.
no, it's like the Illuminati, but like it's this society of doctors that are like involved in this shit.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I did what I could. What did you do? He's only got 0.5. What? I've only got 0.8, ma'am. What do you want me to do?
Jesus Christ.
Your son's not what you want.
What do you want me to do? I'm trying here.
Thanks. That's crazy.
0.8.
It's like-
I got a
it's like
0.8.
It's like that episode of The Family Guy.
I got a glorified mushroom cap. Just fucking sitting in between my legs.
Yeah.
I
So
didn't like
Project
knowing-
Bluebeam.
Yeah, that's
Project Blue Ball.
that's where we were headed. Project Bluebeam. Do you guys know anything about it? Have you heard about it before? Do you?
Yeah, when you talked to us about it last week.
Okay, that's the extent.
Yeah, I literally know nothing about this. I'm coming into this fresh, and
That's
I'm
the
gonna give you
extent. Other than the floating city in the sky, I knew about that.
Okay.
I have known about that, but I didn't know that it was attributed to Project Bluebeam.
Cool. So, Project Bluebeam is actually this theory. There's thousands of satellites, and essentially the end goal of Project Bluebeam amongst conspiracy theorists or whatever, however you want to look
Wait
at
a
it.
second. Is this the alien invasion to unify the Earth?
Yes.
Okay,
essentially.
yeah. I do know about this shit, bro.
That's
Sorry.
I mean, well, that's one like possibility, one
Oh,
outcome.
Okay.
Basically, they're thinking that this Project Bluebeam is the universal tool that's going to be used to kind of solidify the need for United Nations, essentially for one world order, a new world order, one world, one government, kind of thing, and that it's going to be headed up by the Antichrist to essentially trick everyone into thinking that like, oh, Jesus is coming, this is the second coming of Christ, and we need to like he's going to be the peace bringer We're going to unify the whole world. Everything's going to get better. And that's where New World Order takes over. That's where the Antichrist takes over. All that fun stuff. The interesting thing about this conspiracy is it very heavily relates to both political elements and religious elements. So if you don't give a fuck about either of those, then you don't really give a fuck about Project Bluebeam. There are other implications for it, other things that it could be used for, other conspiracies that people are thinking that it could be used for. But that's the main one. I got this website here, this article that basically talks about the origins of Project Bluebeam. It's from a website called Myth Detector, so it's literally from the point of view of somebody trying to like disprove the theory. But that's pretty much what they go over. Bluebeam is a conspiracy theory that develops the New World Order conspiracy. According to conspiracy theorists, the process described in the Bluebeam theory are the steps necessary to establish the New World Order. So that's pretty much the overarching goal of it. Like Nick said, it could be something such as an alien attack to unify the nations of the world to fight together. And then almost like, has anybody seen Spider-Man Far From Home?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Mysterio, right? And how
Okay.
it would essentially be that.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of like superheroes trying to stop it, it would be the world's nations fighting against
Mhm.
whatever threat they project into the sky. It'd be a long fight. There'd be a lot of deaths. But eventually we would do it and they'd be like, see what we could do. We all come together. And then there's the start of the New World Order, which we don't want.
So it's just like a
So,
holographic projection system.
yeah. Yeah. And then that's what like HARP, right? We got HARP where they're doing weather augmentation, changing the ions in the atmosphere to create storms with like deadly capacity. A lot of people say that's what caused Hurricane Katrina. So, like, that gets into it. That would be used in conjunction with Project Bluebeam. But the most notable one is the floating city in the sky over China, I believe. China had a few hours one day where there was just a fucking sky in there, or
It was
a
a sky
city.
in the sky.
There was just a city in the sky. On a second.
I've seen the video of it. It looks pretty fucking sick.
Be
Yeah,
curious
it's
to know, like,
crazy.
if you were looking from down in the streets, if you could look up and see, like, other people. Or if it's
I
literally
can share
just
my screen. I
city.
can pull it up and share my screen and show you guys. If you would be interested in that, or if we don't want to do that, because this is going to go on Spotify.
I can put that part out.
Okay.
You want to get set up for that real quick? I can actually run to the bathroom, and that would be easy for me to do in editing to kind of. And once you start
Okay.
talking again, I can kind of overlap that shit.
Okay. Cool.
Blue beam.
Why does it show up so bright for you guys? I don't understand.
Blue beam.
Blue beam baby.
Why does it show up super bright for us?
Yeah. I don't know why the screen is so fucking bright. It doesn't look like that for me.
I don't know what to tell you, my guy. It's all right.
So we're not doing that, or you wanna send me the link real quick?
I got it here.
Well, if it's really bright,
So, is that better?
no.
I mean, it's visible.
This is stupid. Yeah, I'll send it to the crew chat real quick.
Or CamRead for people with reading difficulties. Reading and studying always go together. Some people read fast. Some dive in deep. And now students with reading difficulties have the world's smartest digital reader.
Let me know when you guys are there.
Yep. I'm ready when y'all are.
Yep.
You're
So basically, this city just appeared in the sky above China and was there for quite a while. But everybody's like, it might have just been a, like they said, optical illusion, but I don't think so. I've never seen clouds look like that before. But this is actual, like, that's not just viewer footage, or not viewer footage, but just like, that's not just somebody from the streets recording it on their phone. Like, that was what was actually broadcast in their news. So that was like professional film crews recording that scene. So scary stuff with lots of different implications, lots of different things that it could be used for.
So, a few of those images, I'll say from my standpoint, the because obviously all you saw was really a rough outline, one way or another. You
Mhm.
just saw a dark, what looked like cube shaped, like square edges and everything, like skyscrapers, kind of.
Yeah.
Like in a few of those, it looked more rounded, and I could see where people would be like, "Oh, well, that's just curvature, clouds, light. Light's not getting to it, so it looks darker than the layer below, and everything, all that."
Yeah.
But
No, there's
then,
definitely ways to disprove it.
Yeah, but clouds don't have 90-degree angles.
well, yeah, and that's the other thing is like in some of those you did see 90-degree angles, so like, what the fuck is up with that?
I don't know.
Well, that's a thing just in general too. Nature in and of itself doesn't do 90-degree angles.
My whole thing with the extraterrestrial bullshit is that you'd have to be completely flat-brained to not think that there's anything else out there. Now, I am not one saying, hey, they live among us, oh my gosh, they visited Earth, all this blah 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 blah. But I'm saying if we exist, something else has to exist somewhere else. Whether or not they're more advanced than us, whether or not they can travel to our fucking planet and interact with us in ways that, I don't know, maybe help us or just trying to learn. I don't know. That's the shit I don't know. But you'd be stupid to not think that it's not possible somewhere else, because it's possible here. Why is it not possible somewhere else? Granted, maybe not in our solar system, maybe not the nine. Well, I don't know. Is Pluto fucking not a planet again? 8 planets, 9 planets? I don't know. Like, maybe not in our solar system. Maybe not on any of those planets. Like, yeah, maybe life does not exist, but
It does
Yeah.
seem pretty
we're
sus
not the
that,
only
like,
ones, man. We're not the only ones. Granted,
it-
like I said, I don't believe. I don't know.
I
it's
get
pretty
you.
sus that you would believe that there were imposters among us.
Oh, nah.
God
Talking
damn.
about the lizard people.
Oh, dude, the lizard people, 100%. Reptilians.
Let's read some David Icke.
Lizard people.
David Icke.
David Icke is an author who wrote a lot about conspiracies, namely reptilians.
Yeah, reptilians are I don't know. I believe it. I believe the Illuminati. I believe reptilians. I believe. So here's the thing with the Illuminati. Okay, here's the thing, and this is
Wait.
why I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly, I believe there are lizard people. I believe there's a secret society out there.
Whoa,
that
we
is
just
like
hopped right in, dude. I
we
believe
hopped.
there are lizard
We
people.
hopped in.
I
deep
believe
here,
there's lizard people.
and I'm
Hopped
all right,
balls
look.
deep and lost all credibility. All right, so let's go with the lizard people.
Look here, okay? So here's the thing: is I was looking real heavily into conspiracy theories about 9 years back, right? 7, 8, 9, whatever. A couple of years back, I was looking into conspiracy theories real heavily. I worked at a grocery store gas station, right? It's a little separate kiosk off from the main building. I had this little square like glass box that I was in. People come up, talk to me through the fucking window.
It's like a
Whatever.
Walmart Murphy's gas station.
Yeah, essentially, right? So I'm there, I'm digging, I'm doing all of this stuff, watching all these conspiracy theories and everything. There's a lady I watched on YouTube, username c.ervana, Ervana, and she was real into
Arvana.
Ervana, Ervana,
Oh, I thought
c.ervana.
so. Carvana.
I mean, I guess, but it was C. Ervana. C was her first name.
Don't buy your cars from Carvana. Conspiracy theory confirmed.
This guy. So, um, basically, what was happening, what she was really heavily focused on, what she was talking about was, I don't know if you remember, around the time it was shortly after, I believe it was Hurricane Katrina came through and everything, and there was a lot of talk about like the FEMA camps getting set up. There was companies buying out WalMarts, there was a ton of WalMarts across the U.S. that were getting shut down. Like all this shit was going on, and the big belief was that that's where the FEMA camps were going to get set up. The government came through, bought out these Walmarts, shut them down, emptied them out, and they were going to set up like camps there, like places for people to shelters, essentially, right? And it was happening very prevalently in Texas. There was a lot of Walmarts that were getting shut down, but that was one thing that they focused in on a lot. Another thing that I learned from that channel was the 1,000 Points of Light conspiracy, which is another New World Order thing. It was a speech that George Bush gave talking about the New World Order and everything because he endorsed it. But essentially, the 1,000 Points of Light, if you actually dug into it further than just the speech that George Bush gave,
George W. or George Bush?
George Bush, not George W. Bush. George Bush. But if you actually dug into what the 1,000 Points of Light was and what they were doing, it basically set off a series of speeches that was going to happen throughout the world. And what 1,000 Points of Light refers to, because now it's just a catchphrase used amongst the elite. But 1,000 Points of Light, what it originally referred to, basically during the war in Iraq, we bombed a ISIS stronghold. After we bombed it, there was a portion of the building still left standing, and it was the entryway. It was an archway into this building that ISIS was using as a place of worship. Upon further study, the building that this happened at, this building in particular, is believed to be the modern day remnant of what was during biblical times the Tower of Babel, right? So I don't know. Do you guys know the story of the Tower of Babel? I assume Nick and Murr do. You don't? All right. Do you, Rezi?
No.
Okay.
Wait,
So the Tower.
I'm sorry. Okay? Never mind. I'll let you explain because I might actually know what it is.
I
The
don't.
Tower of Babel.
The
basically
faces
at
of
one
the
point in
faces
time-
of disgust. Like I don't want that because I've never been one to follow suit in that. So
Yeah.
But I don't feel like this isn't a face of disgust. Isn't like, oh, you didn't go to church and learn this. Like, I just felt like this was a story that went beyond
no, that's how you were
church.
brought up, bro.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a church thing.
That's how
really.
you were brought up, dude.
shit, bro. I'm sorry that your parents didn't love the Lord. You know,
Maybe my parents were smarter. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. They raised
So-
you.
Hater, please continue.
So the thing is, so the Tower of Babel, basically, amongst religious groups and everything, at least in Christianity, they teach that at one point in time, all people on the earth spoke the same language. Everybody could interact and speak with each other. So they were creating, I forget what they called it at the time, but it ended up being like it is referred to as the Tower of Babel. Basically, was it Nimrod? I believe it was Nimrod. Um, Basically started up this thing to build this tower, and essentially what it was they were going to build their way into heaven. They were building their way to God. They were going to build this tower that they could walk up, and they were going to take it straight to heaven, and everybody is going to be great, right? Everybody's going to get to meet God and all this stuff, whatever. God didn't like that, so he fucking like smited everybody and destroyed the tower. And when he destroyed the tower, it jumbled communication. Basically, it jumbled everybody's speech, so people from this place only, like, that's what caused the difference in language amongst different places in the world, right? That's the Tower of Babel in a nutshell. So this place then becomes a place of worship for the satanic deity Baal. And so it's just like a paganistic demon, essentially. So that's what was going on at this place that we blew up. They believe it was the remnants of the Tower of Babel, aka ISIS holdout, aka where they worship demons, right? So this archway was standing, and this like head ISIS guy was like, "Oh, hey, like that it's still our archway, like our portal into this world is still here. Like they can never actually shut us out. They may be able to destroy everything around us, but we're gonna win." All this stuff, right? And it was like this fucking big thing, whatever. Um, but the powers that be, the elite, there's a lot of like child sacrifices and things like that. And this is kind of all over the place because this is all stuff like I didn't think I was jumping into this, so I didn't go back and like freshen up on this. But this is just off of what I remember from a couple of years ago. So there's a lot of like demon worshiping and stuff in the higher class, the elites, whatever. Um, so they kind of were invested in the fact that this building got destroyed because it was a place to worship Baal. So they basically rebuilt this archway and were parading it through the world. Like they would tear it down and build it back up, and they'd do a speech and everything there, and then they'd tear it down, they'd build it back up somewhere else, and they were going to do that in 1,000 different places. And then once they did their speech, they were going to have a crew come through and like build a replica of it and leave it in that area. And this was supposed to be the 1,000 points of light, which when completed, basically there's a video out there of an interview that happened, or not an interview, but one of the speeches they gave at this archway thing. And they have an altar, like it's like a little crib looking thing, but it's filled with hay, and it's got like a doll in it. It's real fucked up looking, but it's basically like an altar of not sacrifice, but Baal kind of like gets off on attention, right? So there was like an altar to draw attention to so more people could see it. It's right in your face, you're not noticing it, and that's what gives Baal power, essentially. So they had that at each of these places that they were opening up these archways at. And then once they were all completed, it was going to be the 1,000 points of light, or the 1,000 archways for entrance from hell to earth, for the demon presence to come forth and rise to power the Antichrist and all sorts of fun stuff. So so I was looking in like real heavy into that. because this is still back when I worked at the gas station, right? And I'm looking into that stuff. And then my buddy's talking to me. He's like, yo, if you're really into conspiracy stuff, like check all this shit out. It was also around the time that like NSA was like, oh, they're monitoring you through like your laptop webcams and your microphones on your phone. Like they're always listening to you. And I was like, oh shit, okay, whatever. So he checks it. He sends me, he's like, just go to your web browser and type in Illuminati backwards .com. Not like the word Illuminati backwards, but spell out Illuminati backwards .com.
I typed in Illuminati backwards.com.
So you put that in your web browser. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. I'll let me get through this story and then use your discretion if you want to do it.
I really want to do it.
So basically, at the time that I did it, it rerouted you through to the NSA website. So if you typed in Illuminati backwards, I don't know, ILLUM. I don't know how to spell it exactly like offhand right now. But if you do that .com, it takes you back like to the NSA website, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's fucking wild, right?" And I'm
would be
mind blown.
ITANMULLI.
Yeah.
Murr's sitting there like trying to figure it out.
Using
Sorry,
my
go ahead.
3rd grade education.
Bro, you graduated.
We're
You
about
have
to
a
see.
college
We're about to
degree,
see
bro.
Murr just disappear off the fucking screen
Just-
right now.
NSA website. NSA website.
So okay, good luck, Murr.
What? Definitely not playing Warzone now. You fucked.
I'm genuinely scared for you right now, actually. Like,
Wait. So why is it bad to go to the NSA website?
it's not bad to go to the NSA website. It's how you got to the NSA website, because not everybody knows that if you type in Illuminati backwards, it takes you to the NSA website. I'm already scared for myself. Now I'm scared for you. Like, fucking crazy.
Isn't
Okay.
that like a
Why are you
simple?
scared about it?
Isn't that like a simple thing to set up? Is like a link to a website through the browser search?
It could be, but it doesn't.
You guys
want to
blow? You guys want to blow up?
As
As soon as Tot says, "I'm scared for you," we should just cut the podcast. Fucking. That's it. That's it. That was the podcast.
Honestly, I'm with it, dude. I'm with it. Bro. We continue talking about conspiracies, but let's just fuck the listeners over. Nobody streamed for like 2 weeks. Just fucking everybody radio silent on all accounts.
Don't like anything. Don't comment
Yeah,
anything.
Don't like anything. Don't comment. Don't post anything.
If you post a
then when
picture of
people are like-
yourself, it needs to be of you staring at like a tree.
Life is so great. Everything's fine.
So I looked this shit up, right? I go to this website like Murr just did. Like I said, I'm in this little glass kiosk outside. I'm in fucking Tempe, Arizona, downtown, right down the street from Arizona State University. I'm in a very public place. There's tons of people everywhere, right? I'm sitting here working. I'm on my phone, just looking through all this bullshit, trying to make sense of everything that I've got coming across my screen. And all of a sudden I hear skirt, and I look up, and there's a fucking blacked out SUV, right? So you know how a gas station is set up. You got like the inner pumps where it's like one, like you got a pump here, and then space to drive in between. This car pulls up, blacked out SUV, back end of his car to this pump, front end of his car to this pump. Like he's blocking off a whole section. He's the only fucking car in the whole gas station. He throws open his door, and it's a tall, super thin white dude, spiked up hair, blacked out sunglasses, cannot see his eyes, nothing. And he's in a suit. And he gets out and he does a full walk around of my gas station. And then he comes up and he's in the window looking, and he backs up and he just stares at me. And I looked at him and I said, Can I help you? And he goes, It's a pretty nice little gig you got here, huh? You just sit around, fuck around on your phone, do whatever the fuck you want to, huh? You don't really got to do anything. You just in there. Ain't nobody get to you. You don't got to worry about. Ain't got to worry about nothing in there, do you? I said, no. Can I help you? He goes, no, just taking a look. Have a good day. And he gets in his car and he drives off. This SUV was at my work every day for 2 weeks. I would walk to work at the time. And as soon as I would walk out of my parking lot, it would come out of the parking lot of the next apartment over, like the next apartment complex, and just stay on the road with me. It was this fucking dude was following me for 2 weeks. I stopped using my phone for anything other than to watch anime on Netflix. I stopped doing everything. Like I literally stopped looking into conspiracy theories for 4 years because of like how bad this dude freaked me the fuck out. I'm talking about it now, which is bad enough. Like sharing the information, I don't know if that's gonna like land anything to me, but you literally just went to the website that sparked all of this happening.
You're a dumb. You're a dumb boy, bro. Why would you just go to it, man? Why didn't you wait to hear the rest of his story?
Because it's on Google. Like, it'd be one thing if it's on like the fucking dark web or something, but this is a regular Google search.
So that's the biggest thing, dude. Everything that we're not supposed to see is right in front of you. That's the best hiding spot. And if you get too aware of it, there's two things. You either become a part of the system or you get gone.
So, Tot, you're part of the system, aren't you?
I got hired.
You're part of the system, aren't you?
I
No!
immediately started putting in an application. I got hired on with the Department of Homeland Security. I was absolutely a part of the system.
This happened to Tot, and Tot was like, "What's the most government job I can get to make them be off my trail?"
For TSA, bro.
So
I put myself in FLETC. I went to the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center.
So yeah,
that lines up, and then he started getting back into conspiracy theories, and quit his job at TSA. No! I got a conspiracy theory about Tot right now! I got a conspiracy theory about Tot right now in the podcast. I'm out. Dude, I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing this no more. I ain't doing this shit no more. No. Nope.
Bro, he's a fucking federale, dude.
Thank you for coming by the Terms of Engagement Conspiracy Theory podcast. If you don't see us again next week, it's Todd's fault.
I was in the system. I was indeed in the system for a bit. Nothing heavy, but I did make myself known in the system. Honestly, I got fired from TSA because I was late on the day after the 4th of July, and my manager accused me of being a stupid kid that just wanted to get drunk instead of live up to my duty of protecting the U.S. people.
Shout out the anniversary.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Damn, dude. So you got fired today, 3 years ago from TSA.
Yep.
So this is why you've made your return.
So I started thinking about it and everything, and I was like, you know what, dude? There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of real funky, fucky kind of things going on. Like Donald Trump being president, that was not normal. There was just a lot of different things that started happening, and I was like, I got really scared of things going on. You know, this dude fucking following me for two weeks. I got really worked up about these kinds of things, and then I started thinking, like, people started using the term sheeple a lot around like Trump versus like Biden and whoever the fuck else Trump won against. I don't know. I'm not into politics like that too much. I don't stay invested in the political race and everything. It was Hillary Clinton. I'm an idiot. The whole Benghazi thing, that's a conspiracy theory in itself. But to me, it became more about, do I want to live this like sheltered kind of sheeple life, or do I want to open myself up to the possibility of other truths that are out there? and kind of learn things, kind of figure out what's going on, and see what happens to me.
So what you're telling
Or do
me,
I just want to live blindly? And that's boring as fuck.
so what you're telling me is to spice up your life, you're willing to open yourself up and try new things.
There it is. There it is.
We'll always find a way. Young Calabaster will always find a way.
To get up in them guts.
I'm
Episode
nervous right
1.
now.
Episode 1. Let's start a podcast and hang out with friends, and let's get to know each other better. By episode 6, I want to fuck you so bad.
I've gotten to know you so good.
Dude, I'm trying to get to know you a little better. Call me the Magic School Bus because I'm trying to be tiny and inside you.
Oh, Tater, I know you on the
Yeah.
outside, but I don't know you on the inside.
Trying to find out about that crispy goodness the soft gushy on the inside of that tie.
Is that a
Crispy
black and white-
goodness.
Is it just me? Is that like what's on your top shelf of your cabinet thing there? It looks like it's either like the Death Star or like a black and white Pokeball.
That is
Resi.
a black and white Pokeball, and it's actually a glass Pokeball.
That's
Okay.
why it's shining so much.
It's got
Yeah,
Charizard
it-
inside of it.
It was tripping me out for a second. I was like, "What?"
Can you
I've
see
never noticed that
Charizard?
before. I
I
can't
can
see Charizard.
I'm
Got
trying to get
Charizard
the
inside
to
of
Tots
it.
Pokeball.
I'm extremely terrified right now.
Dude, honestly, if it weren't for the fact that you reacted the way you did when it was just me, you, and Rez in the group chat, and I was like, damn, bro, you look so handsome right now. You were just like so uncomfortable, dude. If you wouldn't have reacted that way, none of this would be happening.
I know.
If you would have just been like, yeah, bro, let's fucking do this, I'd have been like, all right, fuck, yeah, let's fucking, I'll stop messing with you. Like, straight up, dude, Reg used to tell me all the time, and I quote, you don't know how bad I want to suck your dick right now. Dude. And we would fuck with each other, and he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah,
To be
because
fair,
okay, I used to do that because he'd be over at my house and it'd be like 3:30 in the morning. I'd be like, God damn, I really want to go to sleep. I don't really want this guy to leave. And I'd be like, you know how bad I want to suck your dick? And he'd fucking leave. He was gone.
That's fact. I can't argue with that. That's exactly how it would go down too, actually.
I have a
Makes a lot
question
of
about
sense,
that.
dude. It makes a lot of sense.
He was
I have a
gone.
question about that.
Well, yeah, what's up?
About sucking dicks?
What would you have done in the instance that he was like, you know how bad I want you to suck my dick right now?
He would have left. He would have left his house, dude. He would have been like, I'm going out. I'm gonna go right now.
Are you okay? Well, I guess so.
Yeah, dude.
First tripping.
Dude, he is so scared right now, dude. So this is my question, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you... Oh, dude, that looks so sick. My water bottle looks purple and blue now. Oh, wait, it's because my fucking... It's a cheat color from a dumbass. Okay. So, Todd, could it possibly be that your friend was like, I've got an idea. I'm going to fucking tell him to check out this website. And I have a friend who's got a suit, Matrix glasses, and their dad has an SUV. And he paid somebody to do this.
I mean, that's always a possibility. It would have been a low, like his buddy would have had to do it for a very low price because my buddy that told me about the website was actually out of a job at that time.
Maybe he gave some dick sucks.
Maybe
Commitment to
it's always a
commitment to the bit.
possibility.
Dude, he
It's
was
always
like,
a
this is going to
possibility.
be such a good joke. This is going to work out so
Why'd you
well.
have to do the choking?
Don't
That
come
was
in
the
my
noise-
stomach.
Wait
Wait,
a
what?
second. That's the noise that people make before they suck your dick, isn't it? Like, no?
So this has been the Terms of Engagement Conspiracy Theory podcast.
I thought
Thanks
it was
for
like a sexual war
tuning in
crime.
to episode 6.
Is that what we're ending it on? Really?
How long has it been?
Dude, he's so scared. Okay, we have 4 more minutes left. It's only been 56 minutes. We have 4 more minutes left.
Does it have to be?
Dude, and he's like, yo, dude, just go downstairs. Stop being a fucking... Stop being a bitch. For those of you
Look-
listening right
I
now,
swear to fucking God, there's somebody downstairs. I swear
in
to
the
fuck.
window.
Oh,
Look
Dude,
out the window.
go out. Go
Open your
downstairs.
door and say, Elon Musk, go away!
Open your door and call out to them.
He opens
Elon
the door,
Musk,
somebody's
go
standing
away!
in the doorway.
it's just my roommates. Oh my fucking God. Okay.
He opened the door and the light flicked on. I was like, oh, fuck!
Y'all thought I was actually about to die.
Yo, he's dead, dude. He's fucking dead.
Fucking Tiger
What?
King. Tiger King comes around the
What?
corner. Carol Baskin! Whoa!
Ooh, it's a podcast, and I have the government coming after me.
Shut up.
Thank God. Yeah, I have the government coming after me. I'll tell you about it in a little bit.
Don't involve
maybe
them.
not next week.
Don't implicate them. Only one person has to disappear here.
Exactly. They'll be like, hey, you know anything about Ethan? Ethan, yeah, he told me about something about the government, like, BAM! Ugh! You ain't got no roommates anymore.
Taking them down with you.
Cheyenne's gonna be trying to help you out. Like, yeah, he didn't really mean to.
Yeah, dude. We're just gonna see some guy in a black suit.
Your fucking cat's gonna walk around the corner and be like, meow. Get him out of here! It's seen too much.
You've seen too much, dude. Ugh.
He's definitely in some weird shit. Look at the way he's got this cat fucking groomed. Get the cat out of here. It's evidence.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's the thing, all right? Just advice. Don't be afraid to live your life. You still need to go, you still need to do things, you still need to go to your job.
Nah, I'm quitting my job.
why do you make it sound like this is just a life-changing discovery that the Illuminati spelled backwards website leads to the NSA, dude?
Because
it
because of what happened to me.
I already
think
texted.
it was
I
I
texted
think
my
it was a
boss,
big
told him I'm
coincidence.
quitting. Nope.
I think it was a big coincidence, dude. I don't think that
That's a
guy-
possibility. That's a possibility.
I don't think it
But
was
it's also a
somebody
possibility that it
following.
wasn't.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a slim to none chance that it was actually the government.
Why would it be why would somebody
Why
roll
would
up
they
on a
have
parking
someone?
lot?
Why would they have someone readily available in Tempe, Arizona, outside a gas station, just in case somebody looked at the NSA website through this one specific portal?
They don't have to have somebody readily available for that. They just have to have somebody available in the area that
Yo,
can show
this
up
kid
for
was
that.
on his phone, and instead of watching anime or jerking off in this glass cubicle, he was asking about us. Go get him.
Yeah.
Scare this man. Really? Todd, look.
It's a possibility. I'm not saying that 100% that's what
But
it
you
was about.
stopped living your life because of it. You got like, you tried to join the government.
Yeah.
You said if you can't beat them, join them.
No,
You
I got
pulled a
it.
Kevin Durant to the Warriors after you got pulled up on, bro. And so
100%.
obviously to you, this was not just a coinkydink. This was real talk scream.
100%. I thought that somebody was fucking coming for me, dude. Like, I thought 100% that there was some shady shit going on, that I had stumbled upon something that I wasn't supposed to stumble upon. And I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna be suicide. Not necessarily for that. It could have been a combination of all the other shit that I had been looking at, plus like that was the like, oh fuck, if he found out about this and he's looking at this other stuff, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just like Murr just went to the fucking website and has never looked up any other things or anything. I was looking up like, oh, I don't know if you've seen the video, but there is an uncropped video of the fucking JFK assassination where straight up the driver of the car turns around and shot JFK in the face. Like, I'm I was looking at a lot of different things at the time. There's a ton of conspiracies that I was like heavily into. Um,
You got
it could have been a culmination of things. I just got a little
James's giant peach.
Yeah, essentially. So who knows?
Damn.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Life is
Who
never
knows?
what you expect. You never know what's going to go down. You never know what's going to cause what. I'm just saying.
Murk is gonna get murked.
So do you think us recording this podcast was a good idea since you're on the fucking watch list?
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably
We'll find out.
Damn it,
But
Todd.
now I at least know that I'm not going down alone.
All right, we need.
This was his
outro.
whole plan.
Okay, yeah, fuck this, dude. This
This
is
has
what
been
he was
3 years
fucking
in the
doing.
making.
I fucking, dude, Rez called it. I said it afterwards, dude. Murr fucking flip-flopped on him. He swapped sides. He's still working for the government, dude. You think this motherfucker sells pet insurance? Dude, no. He's trying to help people collect on life insurance by killing folks.
I've got a interview.
Oh my god, he recruited Rez.
You've been brainwashed.
Dude, that's why Rez is going where you live, Murr. Dude, he's the one who's gonna take you out, bro. That's why this is a 2-week job, dude. He said he's doing concrete work because you're buried underneath it, dude. You are fucked.
Him and Tot knew that I'd be the dumbass to look it up as soon as it got mentioned.
Dude, yeah, bro. They knew it was you. And if it wasn't you and it was me, I'm close enough to that area.
I
Only
mean,
a little bit of a drive.
to be honest, like it's a twofer. Trying to get y'all together that weekend.
I'm gonna have to tell my roommates that they need somebody else to pay the rent.
Dude, they'll be fine without
I'll
it.
figure it out. Government will do
Government
something.
pays restitution.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the government pays restitution for these types of
Oh,
murders.
woo!
They do.
Yeah, dude.
All I'm saying is, Murr, just pay attention.
Murr, if you're not careful,
Every
the rest
time
of
you
your
leave
life
the
is gonna
house.
be like playing that game home. You're just gonna wake up every day and be like, oh, "Holy shit, I'm back here again." All right, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Fuck! You wake up the next
It's
day,
not that
you're back in
serious.
bed.
Just, what I'm saying is, just pay attention. Don't put yourself in a bad. Don't end up slacking behind the group at locals again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
dude.
right.
That woman
well.
put a fucking probe on you, is what she did.
Hustle up is what we're
Hustle
saying.
up and
All
get
right.
in this cell. All right. I think that's the end all be all. I think that's where it closes out.
I think disclaimer to all the viewers out there, like, don't do what Todd does. Don't do what he
No.
does. That's just no.
No.
You're smarter than that, right?
Or you're
Right.
not smart enough to do what I do. The choice is for y'all to make.
Yo, this dude didn't even understand the plot of Loki. Don't even let this man fucking tell you he's
I fell
smarter than
asleep.
you, bro.
I fell asleep during Loki.
Didn't have the
Stuff I
mental
didn't
capacity.
understand.
Man,
Tater's
his
like,
eyes open,
I
dude.
understand the horse fucking part, but everything else,
All I got to say is I hope I'm on next week's episode.
I hope you're
I
there
hope
too,
so
man.
too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Terms of Engagement podcast, or has it?